Hello guys, welcome back to SWS Boxing. Delighted to be joined with 5-1 Ryan Pocock, and he's back at with one win by knockout, and he's back out fighting Ethan George on the 2nd of March, fighting for the Welsh super middleweight title. And yeah, it's been a while, but pleasure getting you back on.
Yeah, pleasure to come on and talk to you, mate.
I got you on before you fought Stephen, of course. You fought Steve Davis at the Valley Sports Arena in Cardiff, and you got a third round TKO win.
Yeah, it was a tough fight that night. He stuck it on me. To be fair to him, the first two rounds were real difficult. But it was a bit of a scrappy. There was a lot of holding, but I managed to get him out of there. And if I'm honest, it was a tough fight. Tough fight, but we got the job done.
Talk about the stoppage, and would you say those first two rounds were close, or would you say you got the better of those two rounds?
I felt like I was winning the rounds. They weren't one-sided though. A lot of the work I was trying to get off was spoiled, and that was credit to him. His game plan was good. But I'm not saying he made a bad fight. I'm just saying he spoiled my game plan while I was through. But yeah, I think it was the end of the second round or the beginning of the third. The referee called us in, said no more holding, and I managed to get some longer range shots off then. And when I can get you on the end of my shots, that's when I'll do some damage. Being a tall, and luckily I managed to get him out of there and get the job done. To be fair, he probably could have carried on. If I'm honest, he could have carried on, but I think it was going to go one way when it got at that point.
And how did you feel when it got stopped? I mean, how did you feel in that moment?
Yeah, there was more relief than anything because he was making the fight real difficult for me, and so it was a bit of relief, a bit of happiness, a bit of. But then when I look back on it, I was like, part of me, and it sounds crazy to say, a little bit of disappointment that one, it wasn't a cleaner stoppage and a more clinical finish, and the other reason was I wanted the rounds, got the extra two rounds in, or finish the third round, got the extra four rounds. Just all experience, and experience is key, especially in fights like I got coming up now.
He's tough, isn't he?
Oh, he's a very tough man, very tough man.
And then you rematched him in Feb last year and you beat him 40-36. Why was there a rematch? Did he want a rematch, or why did the rematch come about?
No, what happened was who was I due to box? I was due to box somebody, and there was a late call late. And to be fair to Steve Davis, the phone call was made, and he took the fight within half an hour of the phone call being made. The news was back to me: Steve's going to take the fight again. And yeah, I managed to keep him a little bit longer in the second fight, but used a little bit, stop those and such, and it was a bit of an easier win, an easier fight. But again, he come and put some pressure on.
Would you say that you performed better that time round because you got your jab going and you got your shots off?
100%, 100%, a much better performance. Even though I stopped him the fight before, the second fight was a much cleaner, better boxing performance. Much happier with myself, and my team were much happier with the performance as well.
How would you rate your performance out of 10 that night?
Probably it's only a 6 or 7. I could still do more. But it was just practicing certain things, working on stuff I've been working on in the gym, and yeah, if I say a 7 out of 10, I think would be fair.
hmm So overall happy?
Hey, what's it? Sorry, mate, my daughter's trying to get involved. Yeah. I mean, you got to be happy. A win's a win. We keep progressing, keep climbing the ranks, and then you get yourself opportunities, and like I managed to myself.
hmm Then you fought Fernando Valencia, and it was your first 6 round fight and you beat him 60 to 54.
Yeah, yeah. And though he was a good fighter, actually, he was a very intelligent fighter. He was difficult to get certain shots off with. Um, went into after injury as well. I suffered a rib injury in the lead up to the fight, so I didn't get much training. I always stay relatively fit, but I felt there was a point in the fight where I was like, "Am I gonna pay for the 6 round? No, I do 10 rounds, and every camp we're always working on 10 and 12 round sort of levels of training." But yeah, the fight I won, but it was just a little mental question of myself, not being 100% fit going in. But it was a good test for me and a good learning fight because he helped and he made me learn a few things in there with him.
How did it feel doing your first 6 round fight?
Yeah, I mean, comfortable really. Like anyone who knows me will tell you, I'm a better fighter over the longer rounds. I don't start the quickest, but I got a very good engine, so I come good later on in fights. I'm better the later the fight goes. So yeah, the 6 rounds suits me a little bit more. It was less rushed, and my work was a little bit.
Hmm. And then you fought Alan White in November.
Right, yeah, I tell you, I'm white. He'll cause a few upsets on the circuit. He's a very good, very good fighter. I sorry, mate. Eva, you gotta stop. He's a very good fighter, and we didn't know much about him. And to be honest, I wasn't expecting that much from him. Again, he was a late replacement opponent. We weren't supposed to be boxing him. But fight week, the call got made, change of opponent come, and when I spoke to him afterwards, I found out he's got extensive amateur background and he's boxed at a good level. And he was very fit. He was very game. He came out very fast. But I think that was maybe his downfall because he faded. Then I think he danced in again his first 6 rounder, so maybe experience let him down a little bit. But Alan White, I got so much respect for him. He's a good fighter, great fighter.
And it was 59-55. What round do you feel like you lost the first round?
I feel like I lost the first round, yeah. And if I'm totally honest, I would have the second round draw maybe. And he edged that as well because his work rate was very high. But then after the third, fourth, fifth, and sixth, I felt very in control of the fight, and it was all at my pace. I was coming forward then.
What, so you thought a draw could have been fair?
Only for the second round, I mean a drawn round. I definitely won the fight,
Oh, you mean the second
but
round
maybe
like could be even?
yeah, yeah, maybe it was 10-10 range. I feel like 59-55 might have been a bit harsh on the scorecards. Maybe more like a 59-56, 58-56 sort of fight. It was a little bit closer than what the scorecard said because he was game and he kind of had a real good go. And that's just me being honest as a fighter.
Would you say that's your toughest fight to date?
100%. 100%.
Hmm. And of course, you've got Ethan George for the Welsh title, 10 rounds. Yeah, just talk about how the fight came about.
So there was a little bit of talk about me potentially boxing Morgan Jones with fought by Chris Senegal. And it was mentioned to me, and I said yes, I'll take that fight with Morgan Jones. And I think Morgan was thinking about taking the fight, but maybe he's been offered something a little bit bigger, a little bit more money. I don't know, but for some reason Morgan's very and was then asked who else is there, what I would like to box, who do I think is a good opponent, good fight. And Ethan George was mentioned. And Ethan used to be gym mates. We actually trained at St. Joseph's together under Tony Borg before Ethan moved train with Brett Parry. And I know he's an exciting style fighter. I know he's strong. He can box, and yeah, I just thought it'd be a great fight. So that's how that matchup got made. And I know Ethan's the type of man. If you put a fight to him, he doesn't say no. So it was a nice and easy fight to make.
What, so have you sparred Ethan?
Yeah, yeah, Ethan and Spaz, maybe 15 together. I would have thought. We don't think I've ever sparred him for any of my fights, but I think for a few of his fights, and his camps, I was helping him because we were obviously gym mates together, and I've helped him prepare for a few of his fights. So we've done plenty of rounds together over the years. We have for maybe years now. But yeah, we've done plenty of rounds together.
Do you take much from the sparring?
The one thing I take from the sparring is he's a better boxer than what people give him credit for. People just think he's a one-trick pony. He's a big puncher. Um, he's not. He can box as well. That's the one thing I do take from it. What do I take from it? Not too much, because I've never been when I've sparred him. He's probably never been 100% sharp when we've sparred. Um, if I'm totally honest, he's won some rounds. I've won some rounds. They've always been good competitive sparring. Yeah, on the night in the little gloves when we're both fighting fit, I think it'll be a different ball game.
Hmm. Did you watch his last fight against Alex Branson Cole? He won second round knockout. Did you see that fight?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, yeah. And I gotta be honest, I expected nothing less of him. And I'll tell you the reason. Like you say, I know this from being a gym mate of Ethan's. When he was amateur, the Jimmy Ford of, like, say 5 or 6 seniors there, and 5 of them was, and he was the only orthodox fighter. So he's so used to sparring southpaw fighters, and even against orthodox fighters, he throws the same shots that would against the southpaw, and he catches you with those clean shots. And like, fighting a southpaw is Ethan's dream. So yeah, I expected nothing less of him.
Hmm. What did you make of his last performance?
I thought it was a great performance. But both, going in with winning records, putting it on the line against each other. I thought he boxed very sensibly, and I think he was intelligent about his work. I think he drew Alex Branson on this. I don't think he went looking for him too much. I think he on, and then when he got him hurt, then he went looking. I don't think he rushed his work too much. I thought it was a good performance.
Hmm. And yeah, so of course it's for the Welsh title. What does the Welsh title mean to you, like fighting for it?
Yeah, mate, it's amazing, isn't it? Like, for yeah, I suppose it's like an area title, but does it in itself is it's a country, So it's my country's title, and we're both praying. It means a lot to fight for the title. If someone had told me after my first in a way when in 5 fights time or whatever that I'd be in this position boxing someone last title, I would have snapped your hand off. So yeah, just a bit of hard work has taken me here. So yeah, it's amazing. Uh, if got this Welsh title, we move on and hopefully bigger and better things. But yeah, it's an amazing achievement to fight for it, definitely.
Talk about, I mean, the Vale Sports Arena. I mean, it's coming like almost your second home, like in boxing.
Yeah, so there's a little thing that started around it. It's almost like the Welsh York Hall now because there's so much boxing that goes on there, and it's only down the road from me. Maybe I think it's about 10 miles from my house. It's nice and close, so we always take a big crowd. It's not too far for Ethan either. It's probably only 35 miles from his house. So it's not. It's in the centre. It's a good little venue, and it holds. I think about 2,000 for, and yeah, it generates a good year, and hopefully, that's the place that I pick up the Welsh title.
Does it add pressure on you? I mean, headlining and fighting for your first belt. Does that put do you put pressure on yourself?
Yeah, I think I put the pressure on myself. I don't think anyone else put pressure on me because everyone else, like the people around me, are just afraid that I got to this point. Your family, your friends, it's an amazing achievement to fight for the title. But for me, fighting for the title isn't the important thing. Winning the title is. So I put that pressure on myself. Yeah, it does come with an added pressure. I mean, to me, it doesn't make a difference if I box first or last. It's still the fight. It's still with the same man in the same ring, and it's still going to be the same outcome. So I'll prepare the same way if I'm just on the show or I'm last. Um, you'll probably from the gym I'm in a gym full of champions, and I'm used to seeing my friends and with headlining shows in the big name. For me, it's just second nature, I guess.
Because you're looking at all their belts and you're like, I want one of my own.
Yeah, Yeah, 100%, 100%. When when you got Gavin Gwyn's, he's got a full collection now. He's got the European, got the British, the Commonwealth, the Welsh, and trust me, he's going to pick up some more. And then you got Rashid Omar, Lojam, we got Tozin, we got Elizabeth. Everyone's picking up titles or fighting for titles, so it's hard not to follow suit anyway. It's like when you're around all those champions, it's hard not to be brought on and in this bracket as those at least try and follow the path that they've created. So yeah, it almost feels like natural progression, you know.
Mm-hmm. Can we expect a knockout from you on fight night, or the usual saying, if the knockout's there, it's a bonus?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter how I win. In my mind, no, it doesn't. I mean, Ethan will know. We've sparred. He'll know for the power to knock him out or not. I'm not going to sit here and say, yeah, I know I can knock him out, or like, I know in myself I can. He'll know in himself if he can or he can't, but he'll know as well as anybody because he's felt my power, I've felt his, and yeah, he'll be the man to ask that question to.
Mm-hmm. Who do you feel like the pressure's more on, or do you see yourself as favourite or underdog going into the fight?
I think it's a 50-50, and that's my honest answer. I think if anyone's got more pressure on him, it's maybe Ethan. For the reason of he's fought maybe the better opponent or the better opponent. He's got that standout opponent on his record in his last fight, whereas I haven't really got that opponent yet. So maybe the pressure's on him, and if you look at his social media, he's every day is I'm smart, I'm gonna football team, whatever. He's got a in my mind, I think he creates this persona and whatever, and he puts a lot of pressure on himself. And maybe it's the place he got to take himself to get up for a fight. I don't have to go there to get up for a fight. I can wake up in the morning, cool, calm, collected. I'll meet you at the arena and we'll have a barnstorm. No problem. You know, so yeah, you won't see me shouting or screaming about the damage I'm gonna do or the performance I'm gonna put on. I'll let my box talk for itself. And if we gotta have a fight, we gotta have a fight. If I can win boxing, I'll win boxing. But yeah, I think he puts himself is my answer. But yeah, like I say, he's got that one standout opponent, and I think that puts a bit more pressure on him as well. He should be really the favourite person having that good standout victory on that opponent.
What can we expect from you fight night?
That's a secret, my man. That's a secret. But I tell you what, you will see. Yeah, some real someone who's done the reigns. I've been having 10 reigns against 3 different opponents consistently. Putting the work in on the track. I'm putting the work in the gym on the pads. Made with comfortably. I don't stop drinking. I'm not dehydrated. I'm comfortable. It's the best I've ever made weight. I'm not quite there yet, but I'm making it so comfortably, so easily. So you're gonna see a good, fired up, fit version of myself. Like I say, it depends on Ethan. Game plan things will be reactive. If he comes to fight, then maybe we got to stand and fight. If he comes to maybe I'll let boxing. We'll just see. But yeah, what I take on the night, you'll see from me.
Mm-hmm. And from me, mate. Oh, before I let you go, do you want to thank whether that's manager, trainers, anybody, as always?
Yeah, of course. Obviously, my manager Chris Hannigan, he's the one putting the show on. He's the one who's got the opportunity. So big thank you to him. Big thank you to the ball. First, on my pro debut, things didn't go on. He's rebuilt me. He's reinvented me. We've gone on and run. He puts endless hours. He gives me all the advice in the world, and he took me from really a non-fighter to somebody who is now going to fight for the championship of Wales, and hopefully from there. Credit to Tony, and big credit to all as well. Blue Tube Scaffolding, Andrew Electrical, muscle meal prep. There's so many team meals training. There's a huge team behind it, and without all of them, we can't do Ragu Cafe, delicious. Yeah. If I forgot anyone or I haven't mentioned you, I do apologise, but the team behind them is the biggest part. I'm just a face of it, but yeah, hopefully, God willing, we can do it for everybody, and we'll bring the belt back.
Mm-hmm. And from me, mate, thank you for your time and all the best with the fight. Good luck.
Hey Sam, I appreciate it. Thank you for your time as well. And yeah, I really appreciate it, mate. Thank you very much. Okay.
Thank you, mate. Good luck. Bye.